Welcome back. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. Our consultant on this segment, Mr. David Tanki from Lanex Africa. Welcome to the show, David.
Thank you.
It's been said that the customer is king. Today we want to discuss at what point or how does an entrepreneur control customer demands?
Actually, customers are the storehouse for current and future profits. They are the ones who determines whether your business will be there today and tomorrow, or whether your business will close. So ideally, the more they ask, it should be good for the business. So if customers are coming to you and making demands of your products or services, that should be very good. An entrepreneur has been said to be someone who should bite more and just hope that he will find a way to chew. But suppose he bites and then he's not able to chew. That might be the end of his entrepreneurship or his business. But over the years, entrepreneurs basically go by demand. So as customers demand, they continue saying yes, they can, with the hope that they'll find a way, a formula, a mechanism for delivering what customers require.
In the earlier segment, I was speaking to Wangeshi, the proprietor of the Picnic Kikapu, and it's just amazing listening to her story of how, everything that has comprised of her business has been, the customer saying, oh, we like this, now can we also have this? Are there tips that we can give, to those entrepreneurs who customers are demanding more and more variety and input from them?
I think the challenge Wangeshi is most likely to encounter sooner or later is the diversity of what customers are demanding. See, there is a difference between customers demanding one product from you and demanding it continuously. From when customers are demanding one product now, and then as some continue demanding that product, another line of product also is demanded. There will be a challenge sooner or later because you are trying to balance a number of things. Number one, you are trying to balance time, your own personal time, and how much you devote as a business owner to each product line. Then number two, you are trying to balance cash flow. Now, all these products requires raw materials, and they require you to be able to fund those raw materials. Now, product A requires an X amount, product B requires another amount, product C requires another amount, and capital is always scarce. So your cash flow, sooner or later, will actually be constrained and you will have a challenge. Then number three, experience. See, if it was one line of product, then you get a lot of experience within a very short time. But Wangeshi has to be on her feet, running, and not running on one line, running on all the lines. So you don't lose the first one, because the first one is what gave birth to the second. And the first and the second gave birth to the third. So you don't lose either, but you must keep on your feet. Now that is heavily demanding. And then customer satisfaction will be the third thing that you will need to balance. Now, all these customers, they saw what they liked. That's why they came back to you. Now, they want to see consistency. They want to see improvement in quality. Now, if you are attending to so many things, then you might very easily compromise on customer satisfaction. And if you compromise on customer satisfaction, then you end up, suffering in one way or the other. The fourth thing, Anne, is your personal needs as an entrepreneur. I'm not too sure. Maybe Wangeshi is a family person, or maybe the listener or the person watching on TV is a family person. Now, the more product lines you have, the more it demands of your attention.
I hear what you're saying, David, and I guess the question is, then should she drop some of those product lines?
Now, as we said earlier, an entrepreneur is someone who bites more than he can chew, and just hope that he will find a way of chewing it. So, number one, because Wangeshi is an entrepreneur, she should find a way of chewing instead of dropping, because as an entrepreneur, you're there for business. So, what are the options for chewing more than you have bitten? Now, you can build capacity. You can create some time within your very busy schedule, because no doubt time is of essence. Time is a constraint, a serious constraint. She needs to develop capacity to have other people as good as her, so that customer satisfaction can be guaranteed continuously. Now, but the other challenge we observed was a challenge of capital, financing all these projects. Now she needs to either develop very urgent relationship with a bank so that she can be helped, and Equity is very good in doing that. Or she can look for a partner, and people shouldn't fear getting partners, because one alone you can do this much, and if you are two you can do quite a bit. She can look for a partner, and the partner can inject capital, and that capital can go a long way in building the capacity of the business as it continues to grow. Now, the third thing that Wangechi should do is to endeavor to develop standards for all these. Now, so she will discover that even the time to develop the systems are not there, but she should develop standards, systems anyhow. And one of the things that she can do with regard to that is to actually use expertise. There are a lot of experts who can be able to help Wangechi to put the systems in place. And she shouldn't fear to call on any one of them to help put systems in place as she continues to grow the business.
Probably as a parting shot, is there a point in an entrepreneur's trying to satisfy the customer? Is there a point when the entrepreneur actually needs to just put their foot down and say, let me just grow these babies first and then let them walk before I give birth to another one?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, the ability to say no is also a mark of entrepreneurship, because much as we have said, you bite more than you can chew and find a way of chewing it, it is also prudent for an entrepreneur to put a speed governor on himself or herself and say, yeah, I want to concentrate on developing this, and so that I can be able to reach the highest level of customer satisfaction and even get other markets beyond the current market. But how should he do that? You can do that if the product line that you have developed or you have is a product line with huge capacity, and you think as an entrepreneur, by concentrating on this, the market is phenomenal, the market is huge, the market is inexhaustible, or at least for the next foreseeable future, there is a guaranteed growth for that product line. Then it helps to concentrate on that product line and just put aside, because there are many things that can distract. Maybe some of those product lines, yes, customers are demanding, but the future for those lines may not be very secure, may not be very guaranteed. So I think what is important is the ability to analyze the market and determine if the product has a market and what size of a market, and what is the future of that market. And if the future is secure, then it will help to just narrow down and say, no, you can outsource or divest some of those other product lines, so that if a customer comes, then rather than those being under your roof, it becomes, a sister company, so to say, that still produces it, and you can still recommend customers to go there at a commission or at a price or something.
Great advice.
Yeah.
David Tanki, thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us.
Thanks.
You've been watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. Have a great week, and God bless.
Road to Success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank, your listening, caring partner.